Alright, and we're back. I just took a break, got myself something to drink, and I haven't even mentioned this yet. If you guys are ever curious how I'm raising my FOV, just type in default FOV, and I have mine set to 110. So, obviously, we crashed the car because we're a fucking dumb teenager, or I don't know. I guess that's cry of fear. But, this part is fucking awesome. I mean, people talk about, oh, Slender's the scariest shit I've ever played. Well, what about this, man? Look at this bullshit. Of course, the flashlight's not helping. But this is just so fucking creepy and cool, and oh, I love it. This is actually my favorite horror aesthetic, is woods, because I live in Oregon. And I love forests in general, because I'm a big old tree-hugging hippie. So, don't push this button just yet. Go ahead and loot the house. There's no enemies in here yet. So, you're actually pretty free to just mosey around. Which, it's pretty important to make sure you're doing, because this is the point in the game where it really starts to kick your ass if you're fucking around. And, yeah, I can't stress it enough. It's very important to make sure you're conserving your ammo. Now, I don't have to leave until like 7 o'clock, so it's like, I don't even know what time it is right now. It's 5:30. I have time and a half to finish this game, man. I've got plenty of time to finish it. It's one of my favorite, like, parts of the game. And don't you tap on my window, I'll tap back. Don't fucking mess with me, man. So, outdoors, look up. That's your hint. And by the way, oh no, spooky face. This is the point where we're gonna get really, really strong, really fucking fast. And some of the danger kind of gets trivialized, but I love this aesthetic. It's so fucking creepy and so goddamn cool. I love this term, Backwood horror, because my favorite horror movie of all time, and it's in my top, like, 10 films of all time, is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Everything else is pretty shit, okay? Everything else is just a toy, okay? Commando Elite, alright? Let's just get this out the way. The other Texas Chainsaw Massacre films are dog shit, and the first one is, like, the only decent one, and everything else after that's pretty fucking trash. I'm sorry if you like them, but please do yourself a favor and go rewatch the first one and see why it was so damn good. Everything else after that's just a train wreck. I'm sorry. I know that's a hot take, but actually I don't think it's really a hot take in this day and age, honestly, considering how tarnished the franchise was. Like, after... I don't think 2 is objectively bad. I just think it's a weird film. It's almost too funny, and I love that dark, exploitive, like, nature of the first film. And it's even got, like, subtle metaphors for, like, veganism and shit in it, which I'm not a vegetarian. I used to be one for, like fucking 12 years, but... Okay, I think it was, like, 8 years. I don't remember. I did it for a long time. But anyways, this is the hint that we're gonna need is to look up, and we can find this, crate. Now, as I said in the earlier parts, the game has a branching path. This is, I believe, only if you do this path, which is what we've chosen. So, you're not going to get the same path if you choose ending 2, I'm pretty sure. You start off in a different spot, I'm pretty sure, but the ending is still the same. You have to go through the mansion and everything, so those are consistent through each ending type. And fucking look at this. This is so goddamn creepy and cool. I love it, man. I'm gonna confess something here. I'm fucking terrified of the woods. I'm not even gonna lie about this. Not because it's scary, but because I've had a fucking Sasquatch encounter, and once you've had one of those, your fucking life never is the same ever again. You don't hear me talking highly about it, obviously, because I don't like to talk about it, but I have fucking dreams of that shit all the time. It is, like, ingrained in my memory DNA. I'm pretty sure this guy's too fast in melee, so... But yeah, I love this aesthetic. I love that creepy, there could be some weird shit in the forest vibe. That this kind of... Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna get a little ballsy here and just start using the shotgun a bit more, because I really don't want to chance it with this low of health. But it really shouldn't be a big deal, because we're gonna get the big Pimp Daddy melee weapon in a few minutes here. So, god damn, that, like, music sting just really nails it. So, What the fuck? Oh, that was way too close, man. I could have handled that way better. I could have gotten fucking blasted right there. But oh man, I will say this is a step up in difficulty. Everything else after this is just fucking difficult. So, this particular house, not too much of a big deal. I would suggest going into all these houses, not just because it's atmospheric, it's really well made, but because there's actually supplies in it. And I think that's something that this mod in particular really makes me happy about, is that you do have to actually look around, you have to look at the environment, you need to make sure you're paying attention, and it really gets the comfort training wheels off, you know what I mean? So, oh, where are you? There we go. So all of these zombies right here are actually labeled as fast zombies, so don't try to melee these. It's a really... hello. It's a really bad idea. You can see already they take about 5 or 6 shots to kill. So that is a good indicator that these are ones you do not want to melee. So this is a pretty simple puzzle as well. We just have to go over here and tap this first button. And I'm trying to hear so I can gauge when these bastards are really close to me. You know, I'd say at this point you could probably even comfortably switch to just using firearms. But yeah, see what I mean? This is the fast kind. See how many more bullets they take than the normal ones? So... yeah, this is a good example of why I'm like, yeah, if you've been playing your cards right the entire game, you should be able to comfortably... I mean, my battery, I have more than enough battery in my flashlight to beat the game, and then some, if I actually wanted to. So at this point, you can comfortably switch over to relying on just firearms. And, god damn, this is some rust and par shit right here. I love this. Obviously, another one of my favorite movies is actually the Blair Witch Project. And I'll always say this, I'm not a horror fan. I just like psychological, uncomfortable shit. And the Blair Witch Project is one of my favorite films. It's the fact that it's a... okay, and let's not even beat around the bush, too. The remake was shitty, the game was shitty, and then the sequel is a goth fever dream, okay? That's not what goth culture's like either. I'm an actual goth, trust me. But damn, that girl would definitely have been a goth sweetheart back in the 2000s. By the way, these letters here with this music sting indicate that you found a clue or a chunk of the puzzle to, like, get the final boss. They all have a letter and a correspondent to them all, so... alright, don't grab the axe just yet. Stand over here and get rid of this dude first. So, oh baby, we got the fucking meat maker right now. This is one of the best weapons in the entire goddamn game. I'm wagering money, you could probably comfortably, and I mean comfortably, finish the game with just the fucking fire axe. I'm being dead serious. Watch how fucking fast this shit eviscerates things. Okay, that's a bad example. 3 to 2 hits is all it's gonna take on a successful damage roll at this point. So, I'm not even kidding when I'm saying this is all you fucking need. However, I don't like to get that ballsy. I mean, I like to have my balls out and all, but I don't know, I like to have sometimes my balls up to the wall, just to be a little bit safe. So I am going to stick to using firearm and melee at some point. Because, trust me, you can't exclusively rely on melee. I mean, with this weapon, yes, but you can see what I mean. It's just a nice 1-2 shot and then bam, just fucking done. I'd suggest you could even start switching over to just doing this strategy right here, which is 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4 shots, all I hear is gunshots. This is where the fun stops, bodies drop, hit the floor, music's off, everybody hit the floor, somebody's making shots off. Basically, right? So, I would 100% say that the fire axe is the best fucking weapon in the entire game. There's nothing that comes quite as close to damage. Watch this! You could comfortably kill the Hound Eye enemies with this. So, I'm not switching over to that handgun. As much fun as it would be, I'm just not. I prefer the 20 shots over 13 or 17 or however many the other one holds. I'd hope somebody can understand why that's a huge deal. I know in Cry of Fear, if you reload a gun, it actually removes a clip completely, so you can't actually do what I'm doing. If you did that, it would actually just make you lose all the bullets you just found. You can only hold, I think, 10 rounds. It's a pretty fucking brutal game. I need to play it. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I meant to switch to melee. My brain said, you did it, and then I didn't. But, Yeah, trust me, I can't stress enough. This is like very Blair Witch, very... Well, maybe I guess you could say there's some Ring aspect in here. I don't think I like the Ring very much. I like the Ring, but I don't like the Ring, so I don't know. I mean, it just depends. It's not really my cup of tea in terms of horror. It just feels like it's trying too hard, I guess. And that's... I prefer minimalism. So, this is a very fucking challenging experience. We need to kill every single zombie in this, so... What I'm gonna do is switch over to melee and the shotgun. And just kind of... Well, I think we'll be okay. I don't think we have enough bullets here, man. I don't think we have enough shells and bullets to finish this entire game, right? And now, I do talk shit and say that I don't, when I realistically totally do. But I'm dead serious. If you play this the first time and you don't know what's happening, you're gonna be so fucking tense on ammo the entire goddamn game. There's not a moment where you're basically safe in this game. Especially when it comes to health. I'm dead serious. The last part of the game, you need to play fucking perfect. There is absolutely no room for fucking error in that game at that point. So, only melee if you know how. I mean, I don't know if you guys get that joke. Maybe you do. If you do, you're a great person and you've been around the internet as long as I have. Maybe longer. But, trust me. This is like the fucking game that will make you just go, yeah, this shit's hard. It's not easy at all. It's not like They Hunger. They Hunger is a very fun... I'd say it's very casual friendly. You don't have to be really, really good at, you know, item management in that. In this is very much just like playing a straight-up Silent Hill FPS game. And I'd say it's very well made for that as well. I'm sure that was 100% the intention. But this just knocks it off the park for me. I fucking love it. I mean, it's not a fun game, but the experience of it is so well lasted, and it's just so good. So, anyways, I am going to use the pistol for the most part, though, because, well, obviously, you know, it's the most effective weapon I have still, and obviously I don't really use the MP5 or the, I think the other thing is there's an Uzi as well. I found it as well. Yeah, I found, like, all the other weapons at this point, at some point in the game. But, you know, it's just... It's got the most ammo for it, it's the most plentiful, it has the best range, so the handgun for me is just a solid top 10 weapon. Oh no, spooky lights. So, oh no, spooky ghosts. Oh no, man, I might piss myself. Actually, I went to the bathroom right before this, so I guess my fear is completely quenched. But, yeah, I absolutely love the aesthetic of this part of the game. It's my favorite part, despite being mechanically the worst, in my opinion. Well, actually, I don't think it's the worst part of the mod, but there definitely is a portion or two that I think could have been trimmed down. But, I mean, it's still really, really damn good. And I could just be saying this from the experience of having only done this ending path, but I fucking love it. It's so cool. Like, you can't really replicate this sort of aesthetic. I mean, Dusk comes really close. I mean, Dusk, to me, I wouldn't call Dusk a horror game, but it has horror elements in it that are very, very, very well made. And I just went completely backwards. It's the only thing I don't like about this part right here. You have to basically just follow these torches and not get turned around. A lot of the texturing for this can be very samey, which is a kind of a pain in the ass. And isn't kind of, I mean it is. So, also, if you couldn't tell, you can just totally stop using the pistol if you really want to, though. The fire axe can carry. Like, it's just the bomb, man. You can't beat this. It's just so damn solid. I mean, I feel kind of bad not using it, but I also, at the same time, kind of feel bad not using the handgun. So, I don't know. I'll try switch off between the two. Obviously, if it's a really shitty situation where you're just surrounded by tons of zombies, don't fucking try to use the goddamn melee. It's a really bad idea. It's just asking for you to get hurt eventually. But, oh man, it's so fucking fun. It really is. So, you can also switch out to that if you want, but like I said, I just want to have the most ammo possible. And, I don't know, maybe there's a surprise hidden behind this door. I guess you're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry.